Hello, today we're going to continue our series on modal verbs and degrees of certainty, but we're going to look about degrees of certainty in the past. In other words, how sure are we that something happened in the past? Let's get started. Here's the deal. Last night was my birthday, had a great party and a great time. I put aside one piece of cake for me to have today, but this morning, when I went to find that cake, this is what I found. An empty plate. Somebody ate my cake. Who ate my cake? Stephanie may have eaten the cake. Stephanie makes a lot of bad decisions at parties, so she may have eaten it. I use may have plus the V3 if I want to show 50% or less 50% sure that something happened in the past. I say may have for Stephanie because, there were a lot of people at the party. It may have been her. It may have been somebody else. I use might have plus the past participle. John might have eaten the cake. Sometimes he does things like that. So I'm less than 50% sure, maybe 50% sure John might have eaten the cake. Another option is could have plus past participle. Julia could have eaten the cake. She was at the party. She does things like this also. So could have plus the past participle to show 50% or less than 50% certainty about a past event. I have these three options for 50% or less than 50% certainty about a past event. We have may have plus the past participle, like Julia or Stephanie may have eaten the cake. We have could have, or we also have might have. I'm going through some pictures from last night, and I see this picture of Alice taken late last night. Clearly there's cake all over her face. So then I'm 95% sure that Alice ate the cake. And the modal verb I can use in that case is must have plus the past participle. So Alice must have eaten the cake because I can see cake all over her face. If I'm 100% sure that it's Alice, in that situation, I would just use the verb as it is. Alice ate the cake. I know that 100%. A quick review. We have could have, may have, might have, plus the past participle, or the V3, for 50% certainty or less. 95% certainty, we say must have plus the V3. For example, Alice must have eaten the cake. And then for the 100%, we just use the verb. Alice ate the cake. Let me point out one funny thing with negatives with these past modals. If you look on the left, you can see Julia could have eaten the cake. 50% certainty. But if we look on the right, we could see Julia couldn't have eaten the cake. So could have is about 50% certainty. But when we say couldn't have, we're saying it's not possible. So we're saying it's like 95% certainty that she didn't do it. So there is that difference between when we use a regular sentence and then the negative. I hope you found this video useful. Please check out my playlist about modal verbs and degrees of certainty. I have videos for present, past, progressive, future, past progressive. So check out all those. Also, remember, please subscribe to my channel and keep watching these videos. Also, feel free to leave a comment underneath. And one more thing, of course, there's a worksheet that you can fill out to help you practice taking notes. Just click the link in the description and it'll take you right to the worksheet. Download it, print it out, and then take notes while you watch the videos.